I made the decision that I'm going to take a few hours every weekend to separate myself from like my reality. I needed a different type of energy. So I made myself do it. I walked in the mall, I stood at the food court, and I'm like, I don't even know why I'm here. I'm just following my thoughts. And I saw a lady with an apple in her hand and a sweet potato in her hand and a napkin. I just said randomly, that's so ghetto. You know, I was just being silly because that's just my personality to be funny. She turned and looked at me and said, what'd you say? She said, you better be careful, I know who you are. So she had been a person that admired my work online. I was so blown away by the fact that this stranger shared her weaknesses, shared her fears with me. Just basically said, these are the things that I want to do and I don't know how to get there. And I never had a woman just openly share. And I thought that was so neat for somebody to be so transparent. 10 months, 11 months passed by. I had got this tattoo of a woman that represents that one day I believe that there's going to be a woman on my arm.
He sent me a group message on Instagram. He was inviting me to go to one of his fitness competitions, and along with 10 other people. And I was the first one to respond. So I wrote him back and I said, well, I'm not on your side of the map anymore. I'm in California, but I'll be cheering you on from the West Coast. And he wrote me back in all caps, what do you mean you're not here anymore?
And I was trying to help her get better and realize the values in her. I did exercises with her to help her find her confidence and find her identity.
I flew to Alaska and we talked on the phone for probably 8 to 10 hours a day for like the next month. It was my time of peace. It was my time of kind of finding myself again.
And after a few months, we realized that, we have something here.
I was on the phone with him and he said something and I made some derogatory, insecure comment about myself, and he said, he didn't laugh, he just said, do you even understand how valuable you are? And I broke down crying.
And after that first conversation, actually, that first phone conversation, I called my dad and said, Dad, I met the one. And she said, it's funny you say that because I told my mom the same thing.
I always said, you're my light. Like, he's my light, he's my lighthouse. I can have all the doubts in the world in myself and he believes in me. And it's special because, unwavering belief in me. Way beyond anybody's belief that I think that anybody's ever invested into me. People break down mountains with me to help me grow and see my potential and see the beauty that, he sees in me and he knows that God's placed in me.
It don't take forever to know what you need forever. Because once you know what's missing, you just know it. And I'm not surprised that I'm sitting here in a tux and a bow tie and crazy shoes. And I'm married now because I knew that after that first conversation, that's the person. I just want to say I didn't, as a kid, I always knew that love was what drove me because it was something that I never really saw, growing up. And I used love music to kind of give me a vision of the vision of the music made me want to know who that person would be, and the idea of a person is what drove me. But the interesting thing is I never thought about the person saving me, and so ever since you came in my life, I felt saved. I felt freed from the pain that I didn't know I carried, and the pain is what drove me to want more, but it was from pain, not from love. And by you giving me love, it helped me to realize I was so busy searching for the person, but I didn't think that I would have been searching to be saved. So I needed safety. So, thank you.
Here we are, my Luther. Comfort is uncomfortable to someone more acquainted with pain, but I'm not scared to be vulnerable anymore. With anyone else I would have been, but not with you. You recognized the pain in me, and you saw the crown that had been carelessly misplaced once before. You found my crown, and you dusted it off to reveal a beauty I know God gave you the eyes to see. You placed that crown back on my head, and over these past 2 years, as my often hostile and uncomfortable healing process has unfolded, you've been right here reminding me whose I am, patiently waiting for me to see what you see, allowing me to blossom as an individual, nurturing my heart and my spirit, loving every single piece of me. Luther, God has used you greatly to bring healing and joy to my life. Sharing your vision with me, we've found a flow that is so special that we can help others heal too. How incredible that the most broken among us, you and I being the poster children, even we can be used by such a gracious and loving God. You are so weird, babe. Eccentric and obsessive and completely okay with it. And I love that about you. You only know how to live one way, totally and fully invested in whatever you've chosen, and being exactly who you are, with an authenticity that brings honesty to a world often faking. You are wholly you. Knowing that about you and watching you walk in that truth brings me right here to this moment at this altar with you in front of our family and friends. Knowing that I am what you have chosen. I am too fully yours now. You'll never walk a day alone, so long as I am breathing. You are mine and I am yours. You are my treasure and my blessing, and I see God in you. I vow to love you, seek to understand you, get angry but not grow bitter. I will hear you, follow your lead and your vision, and pray for God to guide you every day. I vow to be me, not to try to change you, but to never stop challenging you to grow, as we learn to love one another more deeply and as we begin a family one day. I have no doubt of the purpose and the plans God has for our lives together.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Nevada, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Kiss your bride.
This is Remix.
I appreciate you, and I love you very much. There's no other person that I would want to step into this adventure with. There's no other person I could envision having children with and building our legacy, building our home.
So thank you, babe. I love you very much, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. I'm going to fight for us, and we're going to serve our purpose together, and we're going to have a great life. Thank you, baby.
I love you.